Greetings people, 'tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. In the last episode, we died! So I guess we'll just have to finish up the rest of the game by having flashbacks. This takes place a couple of days before the game began. You notice it says day 11? The game began at day 13. Whatever we're counting down from. Oh, there's that dude. Blue-haired boy.
The whole gang's here tonight. How'd that happen?
Oh, and there's LeBro, I saw her.
More like dumb luck. Let's go find him.
Excuse me.
See you around. You know, no, but I want to.
No, but I want to.
Just missed her. She said she'd be at the usual place.
The place where students hang out after curfew and quote-unquote talk.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. Now, who'd you say you were looking for?
I wonder who she's talking to. Who this girl is. Probably nobody important. How many times can I say that in this Let's Play?
Here goes.
Here goes what? Oh, it's Sarah. See the bandage over her arm?
Maybe I was. I was hoping that tomorrow I can tell my sister.
What, that you got branded as a pulse lessee?
Knowing I hid it from her?
Don't worry. I'll take the blame for you.
That's not gonna work. She already doesn't like you.
Should ask for something bigger. These are wish-granting fireworks, like in the stories.
Stories, huh?
Ooh, fireworks.
Until their focus, they become crystal and gain eternal life.
Would help if they gave you some clue about what you're supposed to do. We'll figure this thing out. You will never be one of those monsters.
No, you'll just be a piece of crystal, a lifeless crystal.
What would it be? A crystal?
I mean, you'll be a cute crystal. A really pretty crystal. My favorite crystal.
Yesterday at the store, I got us something.
What'd you get, a TV? Oh, a necklace.
Don't know much about jewelry, but I hope you like it.
I love this music.
I will stand by you, no matter what happens. I'm yours forever. Sarah. My one, my only.
What are you doing, dude?
Will you marry me?
Dude, she just got branded as a lessee.
Yes.
Her future's screwed.
She said yes!
I just love how he flips out right there. Snow's kind of a dork at heart, so I like that. Like I said, he's not a terrible character. I actually really like this cutscene. That's kind of neat. You keep the fireworks contained in a little bubble. Well, where's the fun in that?
Gotta love these fireworks. They granted my wish.
Your wish.
Before I asked you to marry me, I wish that you would say yes.
See? Sarah, you're just controlled by fireworks.
Then maybe they'll grant mine too.
What'd you wish for?
What's that?
To have the courage to tell lightning that I've become a lessee.
Now, if they're wish
Our engagement.
granting fireworks, then why don't you wish that you're no longer a lessee?
Oh man, I can't wait to see her face.
Oh, she'll be so pissed when you tell her.
She'll be my new sister.
Oh, in-law.
Yeah.
And Snow's like, you know what? I back out. Don't marry me after all. Dude, I think the safety bubble was there for a reason. I don't know that you want to go up close to it. And this music has some vocals to it. It's actually a really pretty song, and I like it. Again, it's not as good as To Xanarkin, but still pretty.
Hey, Snow.
You'll never beat To Xanarkin.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa! Yeah, that's why there's a protective bubble there, and why you're not supposed to go into it, but, you know.
That was close.
Maybe that made too much sense. Oh, your wedding almost became a funeral.
Gorgeous.
From the outside, they sure are.
Our own private heaven.
Well, not too private.
Just you and me.
Aww. Oh, she's crying.
Thank you, Snow.
And after the cutscene, it asks us if we want to save, even though we did nothing. But nah, I'm not gonna save. What the heck? Wait, we're alive? Well, I guess we are. Yeah, no, of course we're alive. I like how the whole tsunami just froze around us.
For real?
Lake Brescia, Cocoon Lowlands. Now, nah, I'll wait. I'll wait for it.
This must be Lake Brescia?
Saz, have you got a tattoo that I never noticed before?
From up there,
Right there on your chest?
and the lake turned to crystal?
Never noticed that before.
Out here. I mean, did the Foul Sea do this? How in the world did we end up here?
How should I know?
We're alive. How?
Sarah! No one survives a fall from that high. Not without a miracle. Sarah saved us!
Yeah, you keep believing that.
Listen, it's all your fault. She got...
Oh crap, monsters.
Watch out!
Whoa, you got a tattoo as well. I didn't know you could do all that, Snow.
What did I just do?
You used magic. You used the power of Lassie.
Wait,
Falsey cursed us. We're Lassie now.
wait, we're Lassie? We're cursed? So we can use magic? Awesome! Alright, well, we're gonna get some battles now. A paradigm system. Yeah. Sure, we'll view the tutorial. You can assign characters the most effective roles for a given situation by changing your party's paradigm. You can switch between paradigms as often as you'd like. Yeah, first press, I guess it says tab. I don't know what button that is to access your party's paradigm deck. Oh, it was the L1 button. Each paradigm assigns specific roles to the members of your party. These roles will define the spells and abilities available to a party member as well as their general behavior in combat. So I can press the D-pad to look at the different paradigms and what they can do, blah, blah, blah. It's going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff that I don't care about. It's going to ask me to switch. Okay. One of your party members is just taking damage. It might now be a good time to... Yeah, okay. It's going to tell me to do some... to switch to a defense mode. As you can see, Vanille is now using magic like Cure. Yeah, I'm not gonna really... I really should have skipped the tutorial. Don't worry, I'll explain this all in better detail. Also, when I first played this game back in the day, this was where the game started stuttering. Or not stuttering, it started crashing. I started crashing, my computer could not handle this Lake Brescia. Now, the Steam Deck handles it like a champ, but yeah, this is where I first started having trouble with the game.
So we really are Lassie.
I knew that tattoo was new.
You too?
Yep. Right here.
Oh, never would have seen that if you hadn't pointed it out. You could have been carrying that thing the whole time and I never would have noticed.
To the last. Why me? I don't even know you. Will you have to go and attack that thing?
Now, I've heard some people criticize Hope. They say he whines too much. I'm like, nah, give the kid a break.
You could have. All of this is your and Sarah's fault.
Watch it.
See, like, I'm just like, you know, I like how he just looks up at Lightning, and Lightning's like, yeah, if you want sympathy, you're looking at the wrong girl.
Sorry.
I mean, the kid lost his mom right in front of his eyes. Now his whole life is screwed up. And now he's a Lassie. He's cursed.
Off we go.
And Vanille's awfully cheerful about it. Oh, everything's gonna be alright. We're only cursed. We're only gonna end up as zombies or Crystal. No big deal.
Yep. We're all playing for Team Pulse now.
Oh yeah? Alright, let's take a moment to explain some things. So right now my party consists of Lightning, Snow, and Vanille. There's nothing I can do about anything else. So can I even... Oh, I can go in here and I can remove that if I want to. That's cool. Yeah, I'll actually do all that. And then, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I might as well give her the Iron Bangle just for now. Oh, the Doctor's Code. No, I'll give her the Doctor's Code. What that does is improve the performance of potions. Actually, we don't really need it now, but we'll need it later. So that's kind of nice. It makes potions more potent. We got that in the last boss fight. All right, so we're Lassie now. What that means is a few things. We now have access to what are called paradigms. We didn't have access to this before. They're essentially job classes in this game. You see where for Lightning it says Calm level 1, Snow it says Rav level 1, and then Vanille it says Rav level 1. So, we have what are called paradigms. Can I, actually, like, get a better look? Okay, well, yeah, we'll start with these three. So, they're like job classes. So, Lightning has access to Commando and Ravager. A Commando is basically a highly physical fighter. So she'll just be attacking and blitzing and stuff like that. Though she does have this new nifty thing called Ruin. We'll see that in action plenty of times. It's a magic spell. It costs no, it's based on no element. It is a non-elemental magic spell, so that's kind of neat. And then a Ravager, that's a magical fighter. So right now she has access to Thunder. Now there's no MP in this game, so your characters can basically just use magic all day at no cost. So that's kind of neat. Oh, we also have access to techniques now. We have Libra. I'll explain techniques momentarily. Now, Snow has access to Commando and Ravager and Sentinel. Now, Sentinel is basically a tank where he will provoke, which means he'll get the enemy's attention and get the enemy to focus only on him, so he'll take the bulk of the damage. And then Steel Guard, where he really buffs out his defense and guards against a lot of attacks, so that's pretty neat. And then Vanille has access to Ravager and Medic. Medic, we saw, she can use Cure Magic all day. And then if we're interested, right now Saz has access to Ravager, and Hope has access to Ravager, Medic, and Synergist. Synergists are basically support magic type, it's a support magic role. Basically, well, right now all he knows is Protect. But yeah, they cast like buffs and stuff on your party. So that's how that works. So the way it works is when you, outside a battle, you go into where it says Paradigms, and you go to Customize, and you can choose how you want your characters to act in battle. For example, right now, this Paradigm, we have Lightning assigned to Commando, and Snow and Vanille as Ravagers. That's called Relentless Assault. And then this is Solidarity, where she's a commando, he's a sentinel, and she's a medic. I can change it up. I can make them all Ravagers, for example. That's called Tri-Disaster. I could make him a commando as well. Now that's called Aggression. And I can make her a medic here. Now it's called Tireless Charge. You can switch these in and out of battle. Or sorry, switch between these during battle. So like I could be fighting on Tireless Charge and then mid-battle just switch over to Tri-Disaster. This changes the way your characters act on a dime. So that's kind of neat. So I'm going to go with some common setups right here. I always have that. I always have these two. And I can make new ones too. I can, I'll do Commando, Ravager, Commando, Ravager, and Medic. And I think that's good enough. Don't need any, I don't have any use for Sentinel yet. Sentinel becomes useful later on, don't worry. But yeah, you can basically control how your characters work. It is not nearly as fluent as it was in Final Fantasy XII. I definitely like that system better, where you could basically, you could program your character's AI to do whatever you wanted in any given situation. You could make them dance like marionettes on your strings. Here you're a bit more limited, but you still have some amount of control. Let's see. Let's look at tech, let's look at abilities. Let's look at techniques real quick. So right now the only one we have is Libra. It's basically Scan. Okay. Well, it actually, we don't have MP, but Libra will use tech points. And you can run out of tech points. You can carry up to 5 of them, and you regenerate tech points by fighting battles. And if you get 5 stars, you can get more tech points back. So Saz is not too happy about all this. I mean, why would anybody be too happy about all this? Anyway, there's obviously more to talk about as far as paradigms go, but that's the most simplistic stuff right now. Let's just get going.
Trust the soldier to keep her cool through this mess.
Well, yeah. What's wrong, Hope? Oh,
Okay.
your life is a mess. That's what's wrong.
How do we complete it?
I think I saw it.
Saw what?
That is how a focus comes down, people. The Foul C, they don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions. All you get is a hazy glimpse. Well, you know, that's what they say. You know, legends and all.
You seem to know.
Legends.
You seem to know an awful lot about these legends,
Did you see anything?
Mr. Saz.
I just... It's all kind of foggy, but I saw this big, towering...
What? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Do we all have the same dream?
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Well, that's cryptic. Oh, I do remember seeing that.
So, we all saw the same dream. We all heard that same voice.
What voice?
You mean that was our focus? But how are we supposed to know what to do from that?
That's the tricky part.
Well, if our
Name's the only hint the Fal'Cie gives us. Figuring out what to do with it, that's our job.
you seem to know a lot about this too.
Okay. We're pulseless, right? Enemy's a cocoon. So, does that mean that our focus is...
Blow up Cocoon, like you
Are we
said.
supposed to...
Save her.
Say what?
Our focus is to protect Cocoon.
Now, how do you get that?
Really? Okay. And why's that?
Sarah told us. Let's do it. We're all in this together.
Well,
I'm gonna look for Sarah.
what makes her
She's gotta
enlightened?
be nearby.
I'll come too. Wait.
Jeez. Yeah, that boy can't stay still.
Really?
I like how it says battle team changed. We're still the exact same team. Whatever. Oh, now it's gonna tell us about the Crystarium. I'm gonna skip this tutorial. I will show you what the Crystarium is. This is how we level up. We now have access to that. So if you look, our characters have now CP. CP stands for Christogen points. So now we have this thing here, Crystarium. Let's select it, and I'll select Lightning. So this is Lightning's Crystarium. She has one for Commando, and she has one for Ravager. So essentially, this is how she levels up in her paradigm. So we have stat boosts and abilities. This is her as a Commando. She can learn things like, well, she already has, so she already has all of this. Yeah, so she already has HP plus 100. She has Strength plus 15, Magic plus 15, Attack, Blitz, Ruin. And I can get some new stuff for her too. So let's go ahead and start learning this. It costs Christogen points, so you run out quickly. It's a lot like the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X. But with less options, I suppose. Wait, is that all? No, I still have some CP left. All right, let's put it in. Oh, now I'm out. So yeah, yeah, let's level her up as a Ravager. Okay, and that's it. Yeah, I have barely any CP. But we'll be gaining CP from battles now. We weren't getting that before, but we can get it now. And also, one thing to note is that, I'm just looking here. Yeah, I'm just looking. One thing to note that you probably noticed that when we got into battle,
About everything else later.
Lightning had an extra ATB, or her ATB gauge was bigger, and so she had an extra, you know, command. She had 3 commands, much like Vanille. Odd. Yeah, all our characters, except for Vanille, grew an extra, well, their ATB, grew, and so they now have ability for another command. Except for Vanille. Hers did not change for some odd reason. I mean, I know what that reason is, but I'm not gonna say it. So here we got some enemies. See, now she can fit Blitz and Attack in a single, thing, right? So here we are, we're just kind of going about Comm Rav Rav, and then I can, oh, sorry, wrong button. Then I can switch over to, like, say, Try Disaster.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, too late, the battle's over. But yeah, you can switch in the middle of a thing. And we got some Christogen points from that, so there you go, that's how that works. Now, couple things to note when you're fighting enemies. Ooh, a new weapon, the Pearl Wing Staff, that's a new weapon for, Vanille. I'll give her that. Better than her Binding Rod. So, a couple things to note about some of the different paradigms. Commandos, they drive up the chain gauge a lot. They drive up the chain gauge very slow. They make the chain gauge go up very slow. And it's essentially just, well, really just physical attacks. I mean, we kind of saw it before we got branded Lassie. We would, you know, the chain gauge wouldn't fill up very fast. Just little bits of it would fill up. But it would decrease very slowly. Now, Ravagers, when they use magic... Okay, see how she's using Ruin right now? Yeah, because she's, yeah, she's using Ruin right now. Which is magical. So much to talk about. So, Ravagers, they drive up the chain gauge very quickly. However, it depletes much quicker, too. So, it's basically a Ravager can stagger an enemy faster than a Commando, but the stagger won't last as long. So, the efficient thing to do is to have a Commando and a Ravager, you know, in the same team. You know, the Ravager will drive it up pretty quickly. We got some chip fangs, it's just components. And then, like, when the Commando hits them, that'll cause it to deplete much slower. So you can drive it up and quicker and deplete it slower. So it's a good way to combo things like that. Yeah, you'll want to take advantage of that kind of stuff.
This just might work.
Also, Libra is essentially Scan.
But it makes us stronger, doesn't it? Must to stop us from putting it to good use.
That's what I'm saying. They call it a curse, but I'm like, bro, we just got magic. That's awesome. We're like more powerful than we were before. This is obviously where the game like sort of opens up in terms of battle. This is how the main part of the battle system comes into play. And I got some 200 kill. And those aren't the only classes we'll actually there's one more class we're missing. One more paradigm.
Fight it. Ragnarok.
We'll get it later.
That's the reason we're Lassie. To stop it. To keep Cocoon safe.
What gave you that idea?
Why don't you give us one reason to believe that? One reason.
Sarah.
You keep saying that.
She said to protect Cocoon. And then she turned to Crystal.
Oh yeah.
Proof right there. She completed her focus.
That's a point.
Ours is to save Cocoon.
What if her focus was to lie to you?
Same as ours.
Nah, that could not be it.
Our focus has got to be the same. We were chosen to be guardians. To defeat Ragnarok. It makes sense.
What the hell it does? You're grasping at straws, son. Post-Falsi are Cocoon's enemies. We just got recruited by one of them.
That's a point too.
If I were a betting man, I'd put us on the other side.
So Sarah's an enemy too? Well, I don't buy it. We have the power to save Cocoon if we work together and carry out our focus.
Falsi took Sarah from us, and you want to help it?
Lightning.
Whose side are you on?
Calm down.
Place your hands behind your heads.
Oh boy.
You fall off the purge train?
Maybe.
Or are you talking back to me? Huh? Huh?
Nice gun.
Lightning. Lightning is awesome. I like how she did a little beckon too. She was like, come on, you know you want to play. Yeah, I don't care about this. This is stuff I already know about. Yeah, no, this is fine. I'm just gonna attack these guys and not really worry about it. Are these new enemies? No, okay. So, oh yeah, you can press the L1 button and, sorry, the R1 button and see their stats. Oh, you got a Phoenix down. That's nice.
I thought they'd be tougher than that. This guy's a psychom, yeah? Supposed to be cream of the crop.
Yeah, but SciComm's an anti-pulse task force. They haven't fought a war in centuries. Bunch of rookie troops swinging around overpriced toys.
So, from what you're telling me, sounds like a regular old soldier has got more training than special forces.
Nothing for us Lassie to be afraid of.
Cut the crap. Their grunts might be green, but SciComm's elites are cold-blooded beasts. They hit the field and it's game over.
Uh-oh. Then let's run away. Ciao.
Bye!
Hey, wait!
Sonic the Hedgehog over there wanting to run away from everything.
What's a man to do?
And I suppose there's another part of the backstory I haven't talked about. Long ago, like decades, maybe centuries before this game, you know, happened, before the events of this game happened, there was a war between Pulse and Cocoon. So that's something to note. So when she says like, or sorry, when he says like, yeah, it's an anti-Pulse task force and they haven't fought a war in centuries. Yeah, because long ago there was a war between Pulse and Cocoon. All right, well, got some more enemies. Now, I will say this. As we level up and start learning different abilities, and, you know, obviously, as is with all Final Fantasy games, certain enemies, you know, have different weaknesses, right? You know, different enemies have different weaknesses, different susceptibilities, and, you know, that's standard for any Final Fantasy game, or really just any RPG in general. But what's interesting is if you Libra an enemy and scan them, all of this stuff is sort of recorded into your battle AI. And if you go into auto battle, your characters will start automatically using the weaknesses against those characters. That is, if you have those weaknesses, you know, you have to learn those weaknesses, obviously. So it's a good idea to basically cast Libra on any new enemy you run into, just so you can learn about them. Now, Libra doesn't reveal everything about them. Sometimes it takes a few attempts, and obviously just as you fight enemies, you learn things about them. But yeah, oh, here we got some new enemies. I'll demonstrate it right now. So these guys right now, these are Brescian Bass, right? I don't know anything about them. Well, if I use Libra on them, it just has to be one. Okay, now I can see he's weak to fire and lightning, and he's kind of resistant to water, and that's about all I know about him. But now, like, my characters, if they have access to fire and lightning, they'll start using them. Now, Vanille's throw an arrow at him because that's about all she has. But it looked like Snow was over there using Frost Strike. Yeah, which is basically, it's a physical attack, but it's based with magic power. Ravagers can do that. Okay, and I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Yeah, I can take a few more hits, and I really gotta be careful. Oh, also, I need to point this out too. Right now, Lightning is my only commando. I could switch Snow to a commando, right? Well, the problem is if you have multiple commandos in a single party, and you have multiple enemies, the commandos will basically attack like whatever enemy that they feel like, and whereas anybody else will target whoever your leader is targeting, but commandos, they basically target whoever they want. Matter of fact, they actively make a point to target somebody other than who your leader is targeting. So I typically don't like to have multiple commandos in a single party, unless there's only one enemy, like a boss fight, in which case go ham. Yeah, let's get the. Oh, and by the way, Snow no longer has hand grenades for whatever reason. I guess Lassie are not allowed to have hand grenades. I don't know. It has to be some reason why they call it a curse. Because right now, everything's been pretty awesome. Except that if we don't do what we're supposed to do, we'll get turned into zombies, and we don't exactly know what it is we're supposed to do. Ow. I'd like to not lose Vanille if all possible. All right, and as for my Christian points, I'm gonna cash them in later on. I won't do it like too frequently. I want to wait. I want to let them accumulate. Ooh, got a silver bangle. So I'll let them accumulate for a little bit, and then I'll cash them in. So the silver bangle unfortunately lowers her strength, but it also increases her HP. And I might give that to her because she's kind of low on HP compared to everybody else. That's an iron bangle. I don't want that. Yeah, and then I'll give this power wristband. Yeah, I'll give that to him. He loses a little bit of HP, but he already has more than anybody else. This way he can get a little bit higher strength stat than everybody else. And if the next time I get into a battle, I want to show something. I'll just, I want to show this off. Okay, I'm going backwards. Let's follow the arrow. Save point. I don't think I really need it, but I'll use it. Why not? Now, let me save here. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, when I first played this game on my normal PC, this is where the game just kept crashing and I couldn't get past it. And I even downloaded the mod fix. It just didn't work.
All the messed up ways to meet. I might as well make introductions. I'm Snow Villiers. Short stuff?
Hope. Hope best time.
Short stuff.
What about her?
Bodum Security Regiment. She goes by Lightning. Last name's Farron. First, anybody's guess.
Vanille.
Saz, Catsroy. Good to meet you.
Vanille? They don't have last names where you're from? Vanille is her last name. Oh, they don't have
Kids have to get back into this.
first names where you're from.
The kid's out of trouble.
Problem with that is, you're one of them.
Yeah, Saz is kind of an old man by RPG standards.
Take on the post-foul C. That was our first mistake. We should have left it to the Sanctum. Why not? I mean, we've counted on the Sanctum's foul C for food, water, everything we've needed since the time we were born.
But you still helped us do it. Why is that? Gotta be something.
There might have been. Not so sure anymore.
You're not going to tell us what it is, though, are you? Of course not. That would be too easy. All right.
Used to be an army outpost around here.
Yeah, I'll keep going. I want to get into one more battle so I can show something. Oh, this will work. So I want to show this real quick. So when you get into a battle, if I decide to press the pause button, you can see where, you know, I have the options to retry or resume. That's, start and select, or, you know, I'm using the PlayStation controller, so it's options and share. If I retry, well, okay, first off, if I can quit and go right back to the title screen, don't want to do that. But if I retry, here's what happens. I just go ahead and show this off. So I'm kicked out of the battle, and I'm just a few feet away. That is how you run from battle in this game. There may be times you want to do that. And remember earlier when I said that getting a game over is extremely forgiving? So if you get a game over, it's essentially just means you ran from the battle. Like, you will start exactly where you were before that battle. You will start just a few feet away from that battle. You won't have to, like, redo from your last save point or anything like that. So game over, extremely forgiving. But obviously, I'm going to try to avoid game over just because, well, it makes me feel insecure about myself whenever I see the game over screen pop up. But yeah, it amounts to just running from a battle. And you can run from literally any battle, even a boss. The thing is, when they're blocking your path, running from battle, you're just prolonging the inevitable, and that's you having to eventually fight these guys so you can get on with your wherever it is you were trying to go. I forgot the lever these guys, but I've already figured out their weaknesses. Oh no, they're Pantherons. They're old enemies. Never mind, I don't care about them. Yay us. There will be times where you will actually want to run from battle because sometimes the game has a habit of, you know, having cutscenes and stuff and switching perspectives and throwing you into battles before you had a chance to prepare. And you can run from that battle and restart and have a chance to basically change your setup. I'll point those instances out when we get to them. Let's just keep going this way. Hey guys. I'm gonna make it probably to the next save point and I'll call it a day. All right. And a Magician's Mark. That's, what does that do? Oh, it improves your magic. You know, I'll go ahead and give that to... You know, I don't really need the Doctor's Code right now. I'll give that to Vanille because she is a strong Ravager right now. And, I want her magic to be, you know, good. So, yeah. Let's just keep going. There's I see a save point, and then there's like a cutscene a little further up. What's over here? Anything? No? Okay, so here's what I'll do. Before I use the save point, let me go ahead. This is a good time to just go ahead and cash in some of my CP. I don't have much, but I can learn all of this. Okay, that's all. Oh, that's right. We're done with that. Let's that. Okay, and we're done with that. Let's go to Sentinel and learn Fringe Ward. That's it? Oh, well, never mind. He's completely caught up. Excellent. And then she can just learn all this. Then he can learn all this. Ah. Oh, yeah, and inactive party members will still get CP, just the same as everybody else. There's no, like, they don't have to be in the party. This is not like Final Fantasy X where we had to, like, you know, bring characters in and out of battle to make sure that they got their points. No, we don't have to do that. Everybody gets points just equally, so that's nice.
I wonder what else is down here.
Oh yeah, this train did. I guess we're on the train, aren't we? That's nice. Well, this is where I'm going to end off this video. In the next video, we'll continue on through this crystallized tidal wave and see what else we can discover. So thank you all so much for watching. My name's 480 Volts. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Peaces!